And it goes long, and Oksana Olinikova gets one of the biggest wins of her career.
I just told myself that I can relax because tennis already won, and I can be proud with this match. For 2 weeks before he's coming back to war. And he's coming tomorrow.
Olinikova's going to win this one. She needs to just do what she's been doing this whole season and just playing her game. She has a bit of an unorthodox. Olinikova can hit a big ball, but like I said, is unorthodox. So Eala's really got to be patient and pick her shots really, really carefully.
Was this disappointing for Alex Eala? Obviously it was. It was a very disappointing loss, but, and they won't admit it. Eala won't admit it. Coaches won't admit it, right? But you could see it for yourself. Olinikova did in today's match. I mean, she played very, very well today. And again, this may be a blessing in disguise as far as losing this match because she has, you know...
Almost 3 hours.
Yes.
Is it enough for you?
No.
You want some more?
I want next match. It's important for me.
3 hours, 3 sets, a packed crowd in Strasbourg, and Alex Eala, the player who just pushed the world's best to the limit in Rome, walked off that court having lost. Nobody expected this ending. But what happened after the final point is the part that's going to stay with you. Because the player who beat her stood at that microphone and said something that had nothing to do with tennis, and everything to do with why this match mattered more than any scoreline could capture. Stay till the end. This one is different.
Alex Eala versus Alexandra Olinikova, the first round matchup over in Strasbourg for 2026. And both players are looking for some form before the French Open. Olinikova entered the tournament as number 68 in the world with a 12-win, 8-loss season so far. Her best result was actually in Cluj, where she made the semi-finals, eventually losing to Raducanu in 3 sets. Her best win, however, came in Rome, where she took out Towson, number 18 in the world. Her worst loss was actually in the qualifying of a challenger event in Antalya, where she lost to Toth, who was 264 in the world at the time. The results actually haven't been that bad. She did make a run in that same Antalya tournament after getting a lucky loser entry to the finals, so that was on clay, and she also had a pretty good run last week, making the 3rd round of Rome. So really be interesting after coming through the qualifying how she's able to match up here. Eala entered the tournament is number 38 in the world, with an 18-win, 12-loss season so far. Her best result was making the quarterfinals of Dubai, where she lost to Goff in straight sets. Her best win, though, came against Goff in Indian Wells, where she was number 4 in the world at the time. Her worst loss was still that Australian Open loss to Parks. It was 99 in the world at the time. Her form's actually not been bad. She had a good run in Rome, making the 3rd round, losing to Rybakina in the end, but has improved on her clay court season from last year, so we'll be looking to get some more confidence this week. These two have never played before, which is no surprise because these two are pretty new to the scene, at least Olinikova is. Hasn't been playing this level of tournament and this sort of stage of tournaments very often, so it's going to be really interesting to see who can get out with a win here. If Olinikova's going to win this one, she needs to just do what she's been doing this whole season and just playing her game. She has a bit of an unorthodox game, sort of doing moon balls and like slices and drop shots. Really unorthodox, so she's just got to keep playing that and might frustrate Eala into making errors. If Eala's going to win this one, she's got to be patient because she has been playing some big hitters over the last couple of weeks on the clay. This is going to be a totally different opposition. Olinikova can hit a big ball, but like I said, is unorthodox, so Eala's really got to be patient and pick her shots really, really carefully. Fun matchup here. Really interested to see how this one plays out. Olinikova is really interesting to watch, and of course Eala is trying to get some more form before the French. I'm going to go with Eala in 3 sets. I reckon this might actually be really tricky, and there might be a few errors coming from Eala. She's going to be the one who's going to be the aggressor, but Olinikova shouldn't be overlooked. She's very, very dangerous, and we saw that throughout this season so far. So I'm going to go with Eala in 3, but let me know in the comments below. Who is going to win this one?
He called it. Eala in 3 sets. He predicted errors. He flagged Olinikova's unorthodox moonballs and slices as a specific danger. And he was right about the style, just wrong about the winner. Because the gap between knowing a game plan is coming and surviving it for 3 hours are 2 completely different things.
She has one of the most unique game styles in the tennis world. Alexandra Olinikova is playing her first full year on the main tour circuit, and that includes her first visit to Strasbourg. Alexandra Eala is one of the game's bright stars and also a huge fan favorite. She has the most wins by a lefty on tour this season, making her debut appearance in Strasbourg.
Heads. Tails for you. It is tails. Alex. Serve. Perfect. Have a great match.
very nice. Service game, wasn't able to convert. Oh, great net coverage from Eala there. Well done. A smart idea from Eala there to come to the net. She still has a set point. And that forehand down the line gets it done for Eala. On her third set point, she captures the opening sets. Took some work, 57 minutes worth of work. She takes the opener 6-3. Oh, that's precision. Good stuff from Linakova. Chance to try and force a third. Oh, and a great passing shot from Linakova gives her the second set. And for the first time this week, we are going to see a 3-set match played in this main draw in the first round. Let's get the
Aliniakova found her range. The moonballs got heavier. The slices got lower. And when that passing shot flew past Eala to level the match at 1 set each, the crowd in Strasbourg felt it shift. For the first time all week, a first-round match was going 3 sets, and nobody in that stadium knew what was coming next.
Welcome to this post-match analysis of Alex Eala versus Aliniakova in the Strasbourg Open 2026 first round. Wow, what a tiring match that was, right? This was almost 3 hours long. Very good win by Aliniakova. This may be her best win of the year at the expense of Alex Eala. You know, this was a grind fest, right? I mean, every point took a long time. A lot of long rallies, a lot of moon balls, obviously. It went on, and eventually Aliniakova won. Was this disappointing for Alex Eala? Obviously it was. It was a very disappointing loss, but there are some positives here, and you know, the biggest positive actually is that she can get some rest. She can get some rest before the major, the French Open. That's the tournament that you really want to do well in, right? So I think it's actually good for Alex Eala. She's gonna need some rest. She did very well in Rome, right? I mean, she faced Wang Xinyu and then Rybakina, and I thought she played very well in those matches. And she also played some doubles in the last tournament as well. So a lot of tennis for her. So this may be actually a good thing, a blessing in disguise, that she actually lost this match so that she can rest and really gear up for the French Open. So what was the biggest factor in Eala losing this match? And it was simply because of Aliniakova, her grind fest of a game, her heavy topspin moon lobs that go short, that go deep, wherever, her chop slices, her droppers, basically her shots that go very slow and medium paced in order to frustrate her opponent and in order to tire her opponent. That's what grinders do. They grind it out for as long as they can in order to tire you out, frustrate you. And that's what happened to Alex Eala. Near the end of that third set, she was pretty much tapped out. She got tired, and they won't admit it. Eala won't admit it. Coaches won't admit it, right? But you could see it for yourself, and I could see it as a coach. She kind of tapped out there near the end of that third set. I think she was still mentally there, but the physicality of this match, this near 3-hour match, you know, it took a toll. And what is it about this? All these short balls and moon lobs and slices. Why is this a tough thing to do? Well, have you ever played tennis? Have you ever played tennis, right? And tried to hit a short ball put away shot? It doesn't really matter where it is. It's short, right, close to the net, and you have to put it away. And there's this defender here who is very good at defending, obviously, and can run balls down. Have you ever tried to put away a shot? Have you ever tried to put away 20 shots in a row, right? These shots right here, these short balls against slices and heavy topspin moon lobs, they are tough to put away all the time. And it can be very tiring because you're loading your legs. You're trying to generate all that pace, all that power yourself to just try to put it away. And you still have to be precise about it, right? You still have to place it well. That's why it's so tough. And if you throw all these, moon lobs and slices all around, and if you could get it back, if you could defend very well, you're going to be a very tough player. And that's what Oleinikova did in today's match. I mean, she played very, very well today, and it was a very successful game plan. And unfortunately for Eala, she got a little bit tired there near the end. And how can you tell that Alex Eala got tired here? Well, on 3-all, 30-all in the third set, Alex Eala had an overhead attempt and also a swinging volley attempt that she just could not put away. Oleinikova defended very well. She did also have another put away shot. She elected to go with a dropper that I believe should have been put away. She shouldn't have gone for that drop shot. I mean, the drop shot would be an okay shot selection, but the thing is, she floated that drop shot super high, I think, and it wasn't very good. It went deep, right? She should have just went for another power shot to the open court and she would have won that point, but I believe she ran out of energy here. Also 3-4 in the third set. It was very telling that Eala was tapped out here. Here's Eala, here's Oleinikova. And Eala hits this kind of semi-heavy topspin moon lob to the center of the court. This was at 15-all, 3-4 third set. And Oleinikova drills it over here to the open court, but Eala could have gotten this ball here, I believe. It was an offensive shot, but definitely if it was the first set, Eala would have defended that ball well, I believe, but Eala just wouldn't get after it. Then at 15-30, there was this chopped slice of a ball from Oleinikova. Eala did get it, but then she tried to do this backhand slice where her hands just dropped. So for me, that backhand was very, very tired looking. I think there was fatigue on that backhand, and she just kind of dropped her hands and she didn't get anything on that ball. And then definitely at 15-40, Oleinikova went with this drop shot that Eala could not get at all. She didn't even attempt to get after it. So those 3 points here in this game alone indicated some fatigue for Alex Eala. Mentally, I think she was still there, but this is evidence right here that
An overhead she couldn't convert. A drop shot she floated instead of driving to the open court. And then, a ball she didn't even run for. 3 points, 3 signs. The coach said it. Mentally, she was still there, but the physicality of this match had taken everything. So how much of this was the Rome week catching up? Almost 3 hours of tennis. And when the microphone went to her, Oleinikova didn't talk about tactics, or her ranking, or what this win means for Roland Garros. She talked about her father, in the army, defending Ukraine, who hadn't seen her play a match in almost 2 years, and who was arriving in France the next morning. Blessing in disguise, that's what the analysts called it. Rest before Roland Garros. A clay court body of work that's measurably better than last year. A net game that's evolving in real time. And a mental toughness, 16 breakpoints saved, that doesn't show up in a loss column, but absolutely shows up in a draw. What comes next? Alex Eala lost in Strasbourg. But what she built across this entire clay season, and what Oleinikova said about her father on that courtside microphone, tells a story that a scoreline can't capture. Roland Garros is days away. her draw, her first round opponent, and what happens next. That video is right here.